It's James with Net News Ledger. We're in Fort Frances. We're working on aviation stories today with North Star Air. So we're going to start with the exciting story that North Star Air is now flying into Fort Frances. It's James with Net News Ledger from Fort Frances.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Travis Robb. I'm the Manager of Infrastructure and Growth at the town of Fort Frances, and it is my great pleasure to introduce the people we have speaking today, and my great pleasure to welcome you all to the Fort Frances Municipal Airport as we kick off our partnership with North Star Air. To start things off, I'm going to hand the mic over to Mayor Andrew Helkes.
What a great day in Fort Frances. So let me welcome you all here. Bonjour, I'm Mayor Andrew Helkes. Andrew Helkes, Nandishrakal, Fort Frances in Dunji. What a great turnout. What a great crowd. What a great occasion. I want to extend a warm welcome to the residents of Fort Frances, the Rainy River District, members of First Nations, members of council, businesses and organizations, representatives, and the employees and management team of North Star Air. Thank you all for joining us here today at the Fort Frances Municipal Airport for this incredible occasion. Before I go on, I'd like to say a brief land acknowledgement that in the spirit of reconciliation, the town of Fort Frances acknowledges with respect that it is situated on the traditional territory of the Anishinaabe and the Métis people of Treaty 3. We give gratitude and honor to the ancestors, elders, and all Anishinaabe and Métis people for sharing their resources and knowledge with us. Thank you all for joining us here today. Today marks an important milestone for our community, and it is with such great pleasure and with great excitement that I announce that Fort Frances will once again have regularly scheduled air service. This is a day that many in our community have been working toward for a long time, and it is a privilege for us to be able to celebrate this occasion together. The town of Fort Frances is proud to enter into a true partnership with North Star Air. From our earliest discussions, North Star Air demonstrated a genuine commitment to understanding the needs of our community and working collaboratively to help us achieve our goal of restoring reliable, scheduled air service between Fort Frances and Thunder Bay. On behalf of council, administration, staff, and the town of Fort Frances, I would like to express our sincere gratitude to North Star Air and its senior management team for their willingness to work with us and for the confidence that they have shown in our community. We look forward to building a strong and successful partnership together that will last for many years. I would also like to acknowledge and thank the many individuals and organizations whose efforts have made this day possible. Community members, local leaders, councillors, businesses, and organizations across the district have consistently supported this initiative from the beginning. And it's your advocacy, encouragement, and belief in the importance of this air service that has been instrumental in bringing this project to fruition. In particular, I would like to offer special thanks to Travis Robb, Tom Badiuk, and Samantha Ghosh of our staff for their expertise, dedication, and invaluable advice and assistance. Their contributions have been critical in reaching this important milestone. And we could not have accomplished bringing air service back to Fort Frances without the knowledge and cooperation of Tom Mayer and the North Star Air management team. They collaborated with us from the beginning to form a functional partnership, and they provided their wealth of experience and knowledge regarding aviation in the North without hesitation when we had questions. This decision to pursue scheduled air service was driven by extensive consultation with residents, businesses, organizations, and stakeholders throughout our region. The message we heard was clear and consistent. People wanted reliable air service between Fort Frances and Thunder Bay, and they told us that they would use it if it was available. Today we have delivered that vision. Now comes the next step. The long-term success of this service depends upon all of us. It depends on the support and participation of the community that asked for it. The commitment expressed during our consultations must now be reflected through the use of this service. Every ticket purchased and every flight taken helps strengthen the viability of this important connection. Reliable, scheduled air service is essential to the economic growth of Fort Frances and the Rainy River District. It improves our connectivity with the rest of Ontario, the rest of Canada, and the world. And it strengthens access to healthcare services and expands educational opportunities for our youth, but also for everyone else. Reliable air service supports business development and reduces the need for long and often hazardous winter driving. We all know what that's like. As many of you know, Fort Frances and the district stand on the cusp of significant growth opportunities, particularly in the emerging green energy sector and the industries that will accompany it. Reliable air service is an essential piece of infrastructure required to attract investment, support workplace mobility, and position our community for future success. This partnership with North Star Air represents more than a new flight route. It represents confidence in our future and confidence in the people and businesses that call this region home, you people. To help celebrate the launch of this service, we are pleased to announce promotional one-way fares of $300 for the first week of operations from July 6th through July 13th. We encourage everyone to take advantage of this opportunity and experience the convenience of traveling between Fort Frances and Thunder Bay by air on a quiet and fast aircraft, which is on display right there. In closing, today is more about welcoming a new airline. It's about reconnecting our community. It's about creating opportunities for residents, businesses, students, patients, and visitors. And it's about strengthening our region for the future. This partnership with North Star Air and the return of reliable, scheduled service between Fort Frances and Thunder Bay is an important and strategic step forward for Fort Frances and the Rainy River District. It's a step forward in reconnecting Fort Frances. It's a step forward in building economic opportunities, and most importantly, it's a step forward toward a prosperous future. Thank you all for your support. Thank you for your commitment to this community, and thank you for joining us today. I look forward to seeing many of you aboard a North Star flight in the near future. Thank you. Merci. Miigwech.
Hard act to follow. Before I start, I just got to say I've got some notes here. Normally when I speak, the people in front of me, they have no choice. They have to listen to me. So I'll try to stumble through this. But last night I was reminded by my granddaughter, when she gets fussy, they give the granddaughter to me, and I get to walk around the house with the granddaughter, and I said, oh, I'm going to practice what I got to say. She fell asleep. So I woke her up, and I continued. She fell asleep. So it just says that I'm probably not made out for the politics of the North, but your mayor has expressed thoughts that I have. So first of all, it's a pleasure to be here today in Fort Frances. And I want to begin by recognizing the community of Fort Frances and the surrounding First Nations across this region who play an important role in the evolution of our next steps. On behalf of North Star Air, I want to extend our sincere thanks to the communities, our partners, and especially the leadership of the town of Fort Frances for making today possible. We are here to celebrate the launch of a new air service between Fort Frances and Thunder Bay, a connection that represents far more than just a scheduled flight. It reflects a vision collaboration, and a shared commitment to build stronger, more connected Northern Ontario. I want to recognize the Mayor and Council of Fort Frances, the staff at the airport. Your leadership has been instrumental in bringing this service to life. You identified a need, explored your options, and trust me, they explored their options, and built meaningful partnership with us to reintroduce air service to the community. That kind of forward-thinking leadership happens through persistence, collaboration, and a clear understanding of what your community needs to thrive. At North Star, we firmly believe that air service in the North is not a luxury. It's an essential service. It connects people to healthcare, supports business growth, enables government and agencies' operations, and helps families and communities stay connected. It reduces distance and creates opportunity that otherwise may not exist. But partnerships go beyond what is written on a piece of paper. The true partnerships is about collaboration and finding new ways to address shared challenges. While restoring service is an important first step, affordability remains a challenge across Northern Ontario due to many factors such as the low density, smaller aircraft, our weather, and the infrastructure that supports that. Challenges that the big airlines don't have. We believe that residents should not be disadvantaged simply because of where they live. That is why North Star Air has been working alongside municipal leaders, Indigenous communities, and other northern carriers to advocate policies that make air travel more affordable and accessible for the North. Matter of fact, the Mayor was one of the first to see the draft when it was being formed and had input into it. We called it the Northern Ontario Airfare Affordability Program. At its core, the initiative reduces the base cost of airfare at the time of purchase by 60 to 75%. This proposed program is a meaningful step forward. It helps make travel more accessible so individuals can connect with family and friends, attend appointments, medical appointments, and participate more fully in work and community links. It directly addresses one of the most significant barriers in the North, that is affordability. And this initiative came from real conversations, from working with partners. It reflects the kind of leadership demonstrated here, including the discussions with your mayor, who has been a strong advocate for improving both access and affordability. That willingness to work collaboratively and think differently has helped move this solution forward. I would also like to say clearly, the long-term success of this service belongs to the community. The more the service is used, the stronger it becomes. Increased usage supports sustainability and ensures that the benefit continues to expand over time. Simply put, when people fly, the entire community benefits. And that is in our agreement. At North Star, we are proud to be part of a solution that brings people and services closer together. That's what we're about. We understand the unique realities of operating in the North, and we are committed to providing safe, reliable, and consistent service that communities can depend on. Today is a powerful example of what can be achieved through partnerships between municipal leaders, regional stakeholders, and industry. It shows that when there is a shared goal, meaningful progress is possible. As we look forward, we see this just not as the beginning. We are excited about the opportunity this route will unlock and the role it will play in strengthening the social and economic fabric of this region, including the First Nation regions around the whole area. To everyone here today, across Fort Frances and the surrounding communities, thank you for your support and your trust. To the Mayor and Council and the members of the airport, thank you for your vision and leadership. And to all who helped make this possible, thank you for being a part of this important moment. We look forward to welcoming aboard North Star Air. Thank you, Miigwech, merci.